Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this free coaching session, career coaching session, free Q&A session where I will be answering all your questions about career, getting a job, career growth, anything. So feel free to interact with me. Go to the comment section, drop in your questions, and I'll be able to answer all that. And if you're watching the replay, still watch it through. There are certain questions you might be having in your career, and someone asked them in the comment or in this session, and so you will benefit from that. As I start, I want also to mention this, that my hope is that by the end of this quick Q&A session, I'll be able to share with you some of the job search tricks that you can use that will really put you ahead of the game. The other thing is to help you stay competitive in the job market. Getting the job is the first step, but if you have that job, how do you continue being competitive? In other words, how do you set yourself apart? And to do that, let me just start by sharing a bit of some statistics as I wait for you to put in your questions in the comment below. It is said on average, when a job has been advertised, that it will receive about almost 250 applications on average, and based on the industry that it is in, and also based on the company itself, they might receive a lot. For example, if it's accounting, business management, customer care, a company like Safaricom, KCB, Coca-Cola, they get tons and tons of application. So let's still use the average figure of 250. What that means is that so many people apply, but the other statistic that I want to share with you is that 75% of these applicants are not qualified. And what do I mean by that? It's like we have advertised for a job. For example, it's a teacher of math, and so many people will apply as long as they think like they can teach that maths. They did engineering, they did BCom, they did what? I know I was good at maths. They will still apply for that job. So you find that a bigger chunk of people who apply, not the ones who are qualified, but they think they are qualified because they feel like they can teach. And if you do your math using this, it's only that is 63% of people who actually get quote unquote to be qualified. Maybe they have done education, or they have done something that is related to the job that they are actually interviewing for. And you can see now the employer will take a little bit more time to take a look at these 63 applications, and what happens is that only 2% of those 250 actually get invited for an interview. And if you do your math, that gives us only 5%. So the question, or this tries to answer the aspect that it is very challenging to get a job, and in this very competitive world, yes, so many people are applying for jobs left, right, center. How do you really stand out? This explains the narrative that most people say, I have applied for so many jobs, I don't get invited, I think these jobs are fake. No, they're not fake. Look, out of 250, only 5 of them say, yeah, I was actually invited for an interview. And some people say, yeah, these jobs are just advertised as a formality, I've never been invited. It's because the competition is very high. And this is something I want to say, a very bold statement here, that sending out high number of applications does not increase your chances of getting a job. You might be wondering, is that true? Yes, sending out high number of applications does not help you. As much as I'll still advise you to send so many, but what really will help you get hired, it is sending out better applications. Not just sending applications for the sake of sending application and putting a tick, yes, you have applied, but actually being able to think through the applications you're doing and doing a better job in the application. So thank you very much. I can see some questions already, someone posting in the comments. Hello, how do I get in touch with you? Thank you very much, Jared. I am here to assist you, so you can easily get in touch with me by sending me an email. That is my email address, daniel@careerpoint.co.ke. That is the quickest way of getting in touch with me. And if you really want us to help you through the job application process, and as that is some of one of the things that I'll be sharing with you, feel free to stay in here and I'll give you all the details. As I said, this is a free Q&A session, free coaching session from me to you. So if you have any questions in regards to job search, in regards to career development, in regards to writing a CV application, whatever it is, feel free to drop that in the comments and I will be able to pull it out and answer your questions. Is that okay? I can see, oh, Jared, you're back there saying, okay, thank you. I really appreciate getting in touch with me. But also, do you have any specific question you'd want to know about your career, your growth, or anything? Feel free to drop that also in the chat. I can see a question here. Hello, you charge CV writing, and if one does not have money, what do they do? Okay, let me tell you this. Florida Kagendo, let me just mention that we do free CV review. And with a free CV review, what we do is you send us your CV and we tell you what needs to be done to make that CV professional, right? Then from there, we will give you the guidelines. Actually, let me do this. Let me stop sharing this and share something else here, which I think will make it easier for you to understand and how best you can be able to take advantage of this. Yeah. So if you go to our website, let me put even this link right here. So if you go to careerpoint.co.ke/CV review, I can also take that link and post it here. Let me copy it and put it in the chat. So what happens here is that you get the opportunity to send us your CV for a free review. Yeah, as we tell you, you will need to get to know how does your CV actually make you stand out. You will get to know what needs to be done, how to articulate your value, how to communicate effectively to the employer, and make that great first impression. So from the CV review, the feedback that we give you, you can use it and prepare a professional CV for yourself, which is still very good feedback. But if you don't want to do that, you can pay us for us to write for you a professional CV. And that is where you talked about we do charge for CV writing. Yes, we do charge. What if you don't have the money? I would say you will need to look for the money. This is a service that we are offering. And it will not make much sense. You will not find value if we just do it for you without making the payment. Because from experience, I've learned people pay attention when they pay. And that is why actually this is a service that you're getting that will be of more value if you decide to go ahead and pay. Hopefully that has answered your question, Florida. Let me come back here. I can see a few more questions coming in. Please post your email again, McAllah. But if you have a specific question, it will be nice if you can share with me the specific question. Let me share my email address. There we go. My email is daniel@careerpoint.co.ke. Remember, this is a session where I will be answering all your questions about careers, about job search, about writing CVs, cover letter, career progression, getting the promotion. You feel free. We have we are already 8 minutes in. We should be like going for 30 minutes. So make sure you post your questions in the comments as quick as possible. Here there's a question from Janet Masharia on LinkedIn. By the way, you are going live on LinkedIn, on Facebook, on YouTube. Great to see Janet from LinkedIn. Hello, I'm changing my career, but I want to apply jobs for that new profession job. I am confused what to write if I have experience from previous field. How can I then write a CV? Thank you very much for that question, Janet. And I think here the thing is, that is one of the key confusion that is always there when someone wants to change their career. They are doing a specific thing and they want to move to another thing. Maybe that is what they studied for, but the experience they have is totally different. You need to know that you are the one who is in charge. You're the one who is responsible to tell your story. You're the one who is responsible to control the narrative. And how you write your CV is a very key thing. Rather than just focusing on the experience that you have or that what you have been doing, I want you to think about this new profession. What can I be able to do there? What gives me a stake in that new profession? Is it my qualification? Is it my experience? Is it my skills? Lead with that. Lead with what is going to show you value and what you're going to do to the people in that new profession. And so that would be the key thing I would say. But to help you, again, I would say go to careerpoint.co.ke/CV review. You can submit your CV for a free review. But better still, for you, Janet, just explain in an email. Drop me an email, daniel@careerpoint.co.ke. Tell me this is the career I am in. This is what I want to get into. Attach, here's my CV. I will go through it and I'll give you advice. And then from there, we can be able to build it up. Is that okay? Hopefully, that is something that is of value. If it's of value, you like that, then we can start the conversation. So Janet, just drop in the chat and say you got the value. Yeah. Good question. Duncan Odhiambo, how much do you charge for CV writing? Now, the charge for CV writing ranges between 1,000, 1,500 based on how much work we need to do on your CV. And also we have different packages that we do. And that is why we always recommend you start here. Just come here, submit your CV for free review. When we give you the feedback, we will then direct you. In your case, this is how much it will cost because we need to change this, add this, and these are the different packages that we have. Hopefully you got that, Duncan. Good. So head over to careerpoint.co.ke/CV review. Okay, I think there was a question. I love what you do. Please, can you help me create a CV? I think the next there is the same thing. I would say head over there, careerpoint.co.ke/CV review. Submit your CV there, then I will help you. I'll give you guidance on how to write it. Mark Williams, so the job applying for is where? What kind of job are you looking for? That is the first thing. And because I don't understand the question, where are you applying? Let me in general say that on our website, we do post a lot of jobs from different organizations. They advertise with us. They are our partners. We are doing the recruitment. So you can be able to identify the different types of jobs that are already there by going to our website. But if there's a specific job that we are following up, then that would be something different. So let me know if there's a specific job that you're looking out for, you want to apply. But here I'm just giving you guidance on how do you apply. So if you can ask a specific question, that would be better. Secondly, please, can you help me get a job? Yes. So the process of writing the CV, sending us your CV, we correct it, we put it in the right way so that it can share your message, so that it can be able to show the value that you're in. We will help you through the job application process. So Chai, don't worry about that. I can see we have Brian Nyerere. How kindly share your contacts, including the CV creation link guide. Okay, I think I had shown that, but I can go ahead. If you want to get in touch with me, that is my email, daniel@careerpoint.co.ke. If you want to get the link for sending your CV for the free review, that is careerpoint.co.ke/CV review. I know the challenge is when I post this on LinkedIn, the links don't go straight to comments. Yeah. So the platform I use, it doesn't go, but on Facebook, on LinkedIn, Facebook and YouTube, you can be able to get the link directly. So I can see the reason why you would want me to post that. But Brian, did you get value? Let me know. Drop that in the chat. Next question from Yvonne Bide. Is it possible to provide a template, or rather a format for standard CV that one may use to update or restructure his or her CV? Now, yes, we can provide a template, but it's not about the template. And let me say this. When we are doing the CVs, let me pull this area. When we're doing the CVs, it's not about the template. It is about how you communicate. You can have a very good looking template, but if the information you're putting out there is bogus, is not able to really communicate your value, it's just reinstating facts and figures about you, date of birth, where you went to school, the list of the place where you have worked, a list of the responsibilities, all this information. As good as your template would be, it will not make any sense. So instead of you getting into that trap of having a good template and bogus information or useless information, let me say that is why we are asking you, send us your CV for review. We will let you know. You need to remove this, add this, put this here, put this where, and irrespective of the template that you use, the main thing is to really communicate your value. Let me tell you this. This is a secret. When it comes to job search, the whole job application process is not about you. It's not about where you went to school, what experience you have. It is about how you can be able to come in and help the organization fulfill their mission, get to where they are going. So if you have gone to school and done a specific course, good for you, but you need to relate to them. This is the course I've done, and this is how it's going to help you get where you're going. So it is a whole communication game. And it beats logic when you write in your CV and say you are a good communicator, you have communication skills, and you are not able to communicate your value through that medium of the CV, right? So that is why we really put a lot of emphasis when it comes to the CV review. Let an expert take a look at your CV. Let them give you from another perspective, what is it that you're communicating? Sometimes we really get too close or too much involved because it is our CV. We think that we are the ones who know ourselves best, but we really don't have that outside perspective. It is said you never know how you look when you're in the photo. Yeah, you need to step out of the photo for you to look and say, oh, you need to move left, you need to move right, and something of that sort. So hopefully that was helpful, Bide, right? Okay, good. So Bide, I would advise you to head over to careerpoint.co.ke/CV review. Submit there your CV. We'll give you the feedback. I can see Irene Carote, you have a question. Most of the supply chain jobs graduates are challenging. Most of the supply chain management graduates are having a challenge in getting jobs in the current market. How can one stand out in this crowd? Yeah, I think that was one of the next slides that I was going into, and I was talking about sending out a high number of applications will not really help you, but thinking about how you stand out. And for you to be able to stand out, let me bring this presentation here and answer that question. Irene, hang in there, give me 1 minute. So this is actually where I had stopped when I'm talking about, where is it? Okay, good. Let me hide this for a minute. I'll come back to you. So we are saying sending out a high number of applications does not increase your chances of getting a job. What does is sending out better applications. And better applications are actually what will make you stand out. So how do you stand out? Allow me to go through this very quickly. You need 3 things for you to be able to make a very outstanding application. Number 1, you need a job description. Number 2, you need a cover letter. Number 3, you need a professional CV. Now, let me take you step by step. If you're just sending out applications because you want to send applications or drop in companies, you're wasting your time. Unless there is an opening, don't just send your application, because if you do so, they go straight into the bin. Like if in our organization you send me and tell CareerPoint Solutions, I'm applying for the job of supply chain management, we don't have such a role. So what do I do with that CV? I can easily delete it. So you need, first of all, to have a job opening. Then when you read through the job description, you should be asking yourself, is this job description describing me? If yes, go ahead and apply. If no, don't waste your time applying. But what if it somehow describes you? My advice is, if it describes you at least 70%, then go ahead and apply. Of course, very few occasions will you be 100% description, like the responsibilities, you can do that, experience and all that. Then use a cover letter to actually explain to the employer why you are the best candidate. Wow, how is it that you fit that job description? So that is the purpose of the cover letter, to really communicate you are the right candidate, and there are certain magic words that you can use to actually make that communication. And from there, you attach a professional CV. And this is a CV that talks more about you and the value that you're bringing into the company. Not just a CV, a document that documents where you have gone to school, where you have worked, a list of your responsibilities, and I don't know, your date of birth, your ID number, and such information. And that's why we're talking the real importance of having a professional CV. So in a nutshell, hopefully I have been able to answer that. Irene, if you got value from that piece, let me know. Just give me some thumbs up. Yeah. I mean, which country will the jobs be given? It depends where you are. Where are you applying? Currently, we are based in Kenya, but it does not mean the kind of guidance we give is only localized in Kenya. We have people in different countries that we are able to serve them. If you want to apply in your local country, please go ahead and apply. By the way, today, do I have that? I got an email of a lady who actually we wrote for them their CV. They are here in Kenya, but they ended up getting a job in New York. Currently, they're in New York. Yeah, so it is international. Don't worry about that. Won't be there a long one again. Let me go through this. There are times you search for candidates via LinkedIn for a certain position without an individual applying for a job. For instance, maybe a company needs lab managers. Maybe you get direct to LinkedIn and search for lab managers and request them to apply for a job if requested. Yes, there are certain situations where you get to that point where you're doing headhunting. Yeah, and with headhunting, LinkedIn becomes a very, very great place. LinkedIn serves two purposes. I'll tell you this. Yes, there's that option where instead of advertising, you look for individuals doing that job and you reach out. But these are highly specialized kind of jobs, and someone with a lot of experience or very specialized knowledge, they can be easily picked out from LinkedIn. But on the other hand, when you apply for a job normally, employers will still go ahead, and we still do go ahead and look at the profile of these candidates on LinkedIn and see how are they presenting themselves, what kind of image do they have. So it's very important for you to have a very professional profile on LinkedIn so that it can help you, number one, have a good image when someone is searching to get more information about you. And if it happens that headhunters and the HRs are looking for people on LinkedIn. Yes, I've heard of people who maybe they applied for a job or they were conversing with someone online. Then they tell them, send us your LinkedIn profile. They look at the LinkedIn, and that is where the communication ends. So it's important for you to have a very good professional profile on LinkedIn. And as an additional bonus, I'll tell you this. If you go and submit your CV for a free review, one of the packages that we have for professional CV writing, it includes us guiding you or giving you the LinkedIn profile guide that will help you create a very professional profile on LinkedIn. So that is one of the services you also get from us when you submit your CV for a free review. Okay, so many of them are coming in. Are we good? Yvonne Peter, if you're good, just give me a thumbs up. I'll check that in the chat as we proceed. Janet, here you're back again. How do you write a career summary in a CV, and should you tailor it in every job you're applying for? No, you don't need to customize it for every job you apply for. Your career summary, which I like calling it your personal profile, should be one unique statement that can apply for all your jobs, because you're talking about yourself, the kind of skills you have, the capabilities, and the value that you're bringing on board. So it's not something that you need to keep on changing for every job. And that is one of, let me tell you the secret, that is one of the unique things that we have on our CVs, our professional CVs. But what you need to change each and every time you are applying for a job would be the cover letter. Yeah, cover letter should always be customized to the job that you're applying for, but the personal profile on CV can still remain the same because it's talking still about you, right? Good. What are the charges for CV revamping? I think I'd already mentioned that. For you to be able to just submit your CV for free review, we'll go through it and we'll tell you how much it will cost for your specific case, ranging from 1,000, 1,500, again based on how much work we need to do on the CV, which package you pick. So let's start the conversation for your specific case when you drop that CV. Is that okay, Samuel? Good. Any placement in India? Currently we are based in Kenya, but we can help you still apply wherever you are at. How can I join? Easily go to that link, careerpoint.co.ke/CV review. Submit your CV for a free review. I can see Mona saying hello to you. Yvonne, you're one of the most active people. I like to see this. Question: how do you differentiate between cons and genuine jobs agencies when it comes to job applications? This is a very good question, and thank you for bringing that up. I will tell you this: you will never know until you try. But there are certain red flags or certain things that you need to look out if an agency is genuine or not. Number one, no one will ask you for any money if it is a genuine job application. If they ask you for any money, start questioning. But you also need to know, what is this money for? Here at Career Point, we tell you we want to write for you a professional CV, and this is what it will cost. So the service is professional CV writing, and this is the cost, and this is what you'll get. But when you hear someone telling you, pay 8,000, pay 800, 500, this is interview material, for interview material, that is a lie. They tell you pay this amount, it is for medical checkup, that's a lie. The best and the easiest way to know a fake or a con is at one point they ask for money, and it is not very clear what that money is. If it is for that job application process, that's a lie. Organization don't charge any money for medical, for, I don't know, interview materials and all that. They have even got an ante up whereby I've seen some companies telling you, some cons telling you, send us money or you need to do this amplitude test, online test, and this is, they give you 3 options. 2 of the options don't work, only one works, and that is where you need to pay to do that amplitude test. Yeah, I've seen that several times. Yeah, there's one video that I'm working on a guy who has been conning people, saying that he's taking people to Canada. Currently you need to pay, is it 850 for some stuff there. They have a till number. That's fake, forget about it. Yeah, so I think that is the quickest way. They ask for money, be clear what is that money for. But if it's for job application, it's a lie. What would you make an employer use job agency to source for candidates instead of advertising directly on their portal? There are different reasons why a company would use an agency. Number one, because if that is not their specialty, if they want to outsource, they don't have the manpower to run the recruitment, because recruitment is very expensive and it is also time consuming, and that is what we get paid for. I'll advertise a job today, I'll get like those 250 applications. Who will go through all that? How do we see through so that we can get the right candidate? So if a company don't have that kind of resource or capability, or yeah, they will outsource it. And the other thing, depending with the company, if they don't want to really some companies will just attract people. Like, for example, I know Safaricom, yes, it's a high-end company, banks like KCB and such. But some, because they are in a very maybe sensitive industry, the moment you put their name, so many people will want to come and they can easily attract the wrong people. So maybe to hide their identity and have a more detached kind of a process. And there are several reasons why. Those are just among that I can be able to bring up. Could you tell which country this agency are in? I told you currently we are based in Nairobi, Kenya. I am from the Republic of Liberia. Is it possible to get a job through the link? Yes, the link is to help you get a free CV review, not to get a job. Yeah, hopefully we are clear on that. Who is the country director of UN agency in Pakistan? No idea, unless I search. Yeah, but thank you for that. Eliud, you wrote my CV. Oh, thank you very much. How is it going? I really want to know. Oh, you are asking, I want to update the CV and the cover letter. Feel free to drop me an email with what you want us to update, and we will definitely be able to do that. Someone saying hi. Veron, your question is, can you tailor one CV and LinkedIn profile for international jobs? Yes, we can do that. And to start that process, just go to that link, careerpoint.co.ke/CV review. We can be able to start with you there. Is that okay? Yeah, we can do that. That is part of it. I want a managerial CV. Okay, definitely we can do that for you. And also the LinkedIn. So yeah, I can see people on LinkedIn are focused about how they show up on LinkedIn. I like that. Yes. So our time is really gone. So I will go through quickly the questions. I don't like this session going more than 30 minutes. We are already 29 minutes in. Let me see 2 last questions and then we can call it a day. When will you offer the LinkedIn profile guide? When you submit your CV for free review, you will get that. Is that okay, Sharon? So feel free, go there, download your CV, put your CV for review. You can also get the LinkedIn profile guide. Any counseling jobs? Yes, all jobs are there. Don't worry. You just need to know where to search for them, and I can help you. Need a job in Lebanon? Still applicable with the kind of CVs that we do. Thank you. Very informative. I like that. Thank you very much, Yvonne. And finally, I think this is the final one. Should you write experience you have when applying for an internship? What do you think? Yeah, you should write. By the way, anything and everything that is supposed to add value to your application. If writing that experience in your application will increase your chances of you getting that interview, go ahead and put it across. But if it is not going to add any value to your application, don't put it. Yeah, so that should always be the guideline that you will be asking. Will it add value to my application or not? Now, as I close it in, I want to say thank you very much, guys, for hanging it there, posting in your questions. We will be having these regular free career coaching Q&A sessions for you. And for you to get more value, there are 2 places or 3 places I want to direct you. Number one, as you can see, I'll put this link in the chat, or this link, careerpoint.co.ke. When you go right there, this is what you will get. This is our website where you can get CV review and free career coaching session. So just submit your CV here for free. You also get a career coaching session where one of our career coaches gets in touch with you and discuss with you how we can help you as you progress in your career. So there is the link, careerpoint.co.ke/CV review. Oh, I should have pulled it that way. So this is the site that you will end up in and submit. Once you click here, it will ask you to fill in some questions, your name, attach your CV, and then you submit your CV for free review. I'll also want to direct you to another free service that we have here. Go to my website, careerpoint.co. Just career. Have you applied for a job? Okay. Did you do it the right way? If you go to YouTube, just go to YouTube and search Daniel Mutuku. When you go to Daniel Mutuku, this is where we have the hub with so much information on how you can be able to get a job. Okay, yes, it is loading. So I really appreciate if each one of you would take that time to go to my YouTube channel, subscribe right there, and be able to get this job. So it's taking a little bit longer to load. There we go. Daniel Mutuku, just search, and you will find so many videos. For example, some of the questions people have been asking: how do you write a professional CV? How to apply for a job by email? And yes, how many pages should a CV be? How to structure your cover letter? All these videos you'll find for free. How you answer questions in an interview, you can see so many of them. How do you introduce yourself? How do you answer the question, why should we hire you? Tell us about yourself. All these kind of questions and all this. Okay, this is a great resource. I don't think I pulled it in nicely. So go to YouTube, just search Daniel Mutuku. You will get a ton. You can see right now we are live. On Thursday, we'll also be live going with this session on how to get jobs with UN, NGOs, international organization. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and watch all these videos that are a ton and ton of value to help you get where you need to be in your career. And you can also get a free cover letter sample or the ultimate cover letter guide, 100% free. So if you just go to careerpoint.co.ke/cover letter, you will also get that. Let me put that in the comments, or just go, you see this one, careerpoint.co.ke/CV review, just write cover letter and you will get the ultimate cover letter guide, 100% free. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. I really appreciate you being there and joining me in this live session. Hopefully you are able to get value out of it, and yeah, go consume all this content on my YouTube channel and you will find value. Until next time, I'm out.